this is Mariusz. Today we're going to show you how to perform the pelvic clock. It is a deep core exercise in which you articulate your pelvis in a circular pattern. You're engaging your low abdominals and your internal obliques, so it's a really good way to start to discover those muscles, especially if you're not used to using them. And also a way to discover what parts of your pelvis what are the imbalances in your pelvis? Is there a stronger side? Is there a weaker side? We can start to identify those with this exercise. And it's also just an excellent low back release. If you have a lot of low back pain, it's a great way to relieve that tension. And you can do this every day when you wake up in the morning, had a long day at work. It's a great way to remobilize your pelvis after sitting in this flex position at your hips all day. You're probably sitting there longer than you think you are, so just getting down on the floor, doing this exercise is gonna be a great benefit to you. So let's get started. Marius, just lie down on the mat. Marius is going to bring his pelvis into a neutral. He's a little arc behind the low back. So I want you to imagine there's a face of a clock around your pelvis. Your belly button is 12 o'clock, your pubic bone is 6 o'clock, your left hip is 3, and your right hip is 9. From here, let's just go into an easy pelvic rock. So you're gonna take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna scoop your core in so much that you begin to flatten your low back down towards the mat. Good, keep that engagement in your core. Right now you're in the 12, and we're gonna start to send that pelvis to the 6 o'clock. So we're gonna overarch the low back into an anterior tilt, and then you're at the 6. Let's go ahead, find a neutral again, reset. You're gonna start to go to 3 o'clock. So you're gonna press the left hip down, simultaneously lifting the right hip up. Holds. Your knees will move slightly like a piston, but not like a windshield wiper. So make sure those knees are staying pretty still. And they're gonna pass through center like you're drawing a line across the front of the pelvis. Then you're gonna twist that right hip down, lift the left hip up. We're trying to keep both sides of the waist the same length. Good, and let's reset back to that neutral. So now we're gonna move around the face of the clock. Imagine your pelvis is a bowl and you're rolling a marble around the rim of the bowl, nice and smooth. So we're gonna take an inhale. On the exhale, scoop your abs in so much you flatten your low back down towards the mat. You're in the imprint, you're at that 12 o'clock. We're gonna slightly tip the pelvis to 1 o'clock to the left. Then we're gonna go 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock, your left hip is down, your right hip is up. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, continue on to 6 o'clock. You're in that anterior tilt. Continue to the right to 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, back to 12. Good, reset to a neutral, inhale, breathe. We're gonna go the other direction. Exhale, scoop into that imprint, flatten the low back down. We're gonna twist the hips to the right, twisting the right hip down, lifting the left hip up, 11, 10, 9, the right hip is down, the left hip is up. Note that you're doing this with your internal obliques, yeah? Then we'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to 12, rock into the neutral. Good, we're gonna do that one more time. Just tune into that flat bone at the back of your pelvis, the sacrum, and note that you're just circling and massaging around that area. So we'll try one more time. If you noticed any sticky spots, any bumps along the road, just try to use this time to work that out. So you're gonna take an inhale. On the exhale, scoop into that imprint, flatten the low back down. Good, we're gonna go to the left to 1 and 2, keeping the knees still, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, you're breathing, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's reverse right away. 12, 11, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Easy in the hips. 5, easy in the butt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to 12, and then find your neutral. Good, and just breathe. Feel the sensation between left pelvis half, right pelvis half. What do your hips feel like? How does your back feel like? All right, so that's it. You have mastered the pelvic clock. I hope your back feels really awesome, and you can totally use the pelvic clock as a tool to address imbalances in your body. And for every day, it's gonna be different. So continue to practice on a daily basis until you start to really get the sensation in your body. So subscribe to our YouTube page. Also, we post pretty regularly, and also follow us on Facebook. It's zmoves_NYC, and Instagram, Z_moves. That's it. And yeah, how do you feel, Marius? Oh, he's still doing it.
I can't stop.
Look at that. He can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Thanks, y'all.